Okay, we're going to make a real quick video on how to add the SD card to the Amazon Q, how to download movies, and how to delete movies. So the first thing you're going to want to do is unplug your Fire Cube from the back, plug it back in, and that'll be loading up. Now you got the device that you purchased and the SD card. What you're going to want to do, I wouldn't use the adapter that came with it. I would just use the micro SD card. So what you're going to want to do is just push it into the slot that's on the side. You're going to want to put color side down and make sure it's inserted firmly. Okay. Once the Amazon Cube loads up, you're going to want to make sure that you put the SD card in there before you plug the device into the back, or you may run into problems. Okay. Now that it's loaded back up, you're going to want to plug it in to the back of the device. Whenever you plug it into the device, this screen should come up. So now that the screen has come up, you're going to want to go over to external storage and click that. It's going to ask, are you sure all content on the USB will be erased? You're going to want to select yes. Okay, and it's going to say formatting is complete. Now you're able to use. So now you're going to want to go to the Kodi app. Let that load up. And as that's loading, basically you're only going to be able to download from the Over Easy app. There may be other apps that you can use to download, but each one of those will need to be set up, and basically it will need to be set up the same way to enable downloading and then to create the pathway. So now we're going to want to go to add-on. You're not going to want to go directly down to the Over Easy. Down there you're going to want to go to add-ons, then over to video add-ons. So the video add-ons is highlighted in red, then you want to click that. Okay. Now go down to the Over Easy, and you're not going to want to click that. You're going to want to select the three lines that are on the remote control. It's to the right of the home button, and then you're going to want to go to settings, and once you have settings highlighted, you're going to want to click that, and it's going to come up with the settings for the Over Easy. Now you're going to want to go over to downloads. You're going to want to highlight the enable downloads. Now click that. Now it has a red dot next to it, and this next step you're going to have to do for both movies and for TV. You want to click movies, go to mass USB drive and click that, go to Android, click that, go to data, click that, and then go down to org.xbmc.kodi and click that, and then go down to files and click that, and you should have the two dots right there. Just go over to OK. Now click OK, and we're going to go through that same step for the TV. So now that the TV is highlighted, you're going to want to click it, go down to mass USB drive, highlight Android, click that, highlight data, click that. Again, go down to the org.xbmc.kodi, click that, go down to Files, click that, and it should be the 2 dots there, and you're just going to want to press to the right and just click OK. And then you're just going to want to press OK. So now that we have that set up, you can either go out to the main menu to Over Easy, or you can just click Over Easy now, and the app will open up. So now you can see that there is not download options there, but as soon as you download your first movie or TV show, it will show up. So we're just gonna select something just as an example to do. So I went to TV shows because they're shorter than movies and take less time to download. I went to most popular, and I'm gonna go to, I want something with shorter episodes. So we'll choose The Office. Just choosing a random episode to download. So we'll go to season 9, episode 1. And then you'll want to click that just like you do when you're trying to watch a movie. Now it's going to cycle through and it's going to come up with all the options. And once that's done finding all the options, we're going to go on ahead and download it, but you're not going to click on it like you do when you watch a movie. You're going to choose you're going to highlight one of the options, and you're going to hit the 3 lines on the remote control, and it will, and an option to download will be on that list. So again, we're not at that step yet, still trying to find sources. Okay. So now you're going to need to highlight the one that you're wanting to download. Likely this one's going to download. So again, I just highlighted one of the options. I hit the 3 lines on the remote control, which is just to the right of the home screen, and then download is highlighted, and I'm just going to click download. And you're just going to want to give it a second. And a lot of times it's going to error out in the corner unless you see that it says the episode that you're trying to download and confirm download, and you need to make sure that you click confirm. If this box doesn't come up, just like a lot of sources that don't work on Kodi, it might be a source that doesn't work, and hence it won't download. Just because you click the 3 bars and download comes up and then you click download doesn't mean that it downloaded. You need to wait for this box to come up and confirm the download. So now I confirm the download. In the right corner, it's going to show you the progress of it downloading. It's going to pop up every 10%. So it was at 0% and it went away. Now it's going to pop back up. It's at 10%. And it's going to cycle all the way through until it gets to 100%. And you can go and watch movies, but you won't get the last confirmation box that shows that the movie or episode downloaded 100%. So usually if I'm trying to download something, especially a long movie or some episodes, I like to just stay here, give it time to progress through. If you feel comfortable later, then you can just back out, maybe look for something else to download, and you can download multiple things at the same time. But again, if you're watching a movie, or if you start this download and then you go to watch a movie, you're not going to get the confirmation box that it downloaded. So there is a possibility you can download a portion of the show. Likely if it starts, it's going to download it all. But this is the safest way to ensure that you have the entire movie or episode. Usually it downloads pretty quickly. Even a movie only takes a few minutes. So we're at 70% now. Likely this is going to be 80, so every 10% it's going to pop up in the right corner. Even if you do decide just to back out and maybe watch a movie while it's downloading, or if you're downloading several things, it will show the progress bar while you're watching a movie. So the next thing that pop up should be, so this is the only way that you're 100% sure that beginning to end that you downloaded the episode and it's going to play 100% through. So it says downloaded successfully. So you're going to want to click OK. Now you're going to want to go back out. Just keep backing out. Okay. Now that we backed out of Over Easy and we went back into it, now there's a downloads option. So you're going to want to click Downloads. Honestly, there's no way to separate the TV shows and the movies, even though we put the two pathways just the way that the Amazon box works. They're all going to be grouped together, but it was a TV show, so we'll go to TV show, The Office, Season 9. And now when we click it, we don't have to worry about it streaming. It's going to play from the device. It's going to play from the SD card that you have on there. And there won't be any buffering issues once you've downloaded it. Okay. So now that you know how to download things, we'll have to go over how to delete things. Unfortunately, you just can't go to Downloads and highlight it. You can hit the 3 bars, but it's not going to allow you to delete it. So you'll actually have to go into the Kodi menu to delete things. It's not too hard, and likely, unless you do 1080p, if you just do 720, likely you'll be able to get 100 movies on there. So you won't have to do this all the time, and you can just delete things as you want. So what we're going to want to do now is go down to the gear at the bottom, which is the settings. So the gear is highlighted in red. I went a little too far, sorry. So the gear, the settings. So we're focusing just on the boxes at the very, very bottom, just to the right of the wizard hat. So you're going to want to click that. Then you're going to want to go to media. Okay. So you're only going to have to do this step one time. You're going to want to go to General. Now press to the right, and then you're going to want to highlight the Allow File Renaming and Deletion. So now there's a red dot next to the Allow File Naming and Deletion. So now that's the only time that you'll have to do that. Any other time, you'll just have to go to Media, then to Library, go over to videos, and then basically you'll want to go through the same pathway that you went through before. So you'll want to hit the mass USB drive, go down to Android, click on data, and then go to the org.xbmc.cody, and then click on files. And if you had multiple episodes or TV shows, they would all be listed right here. So now I'll just want to go into The Office, Season 9, and once I've highlighted what I want to delete, I'll just hit the 3 lines and then go down to delete. It's going to ask if you're sure that you can undo it. So I don't want that episode. I just randomly downloaded it just to show you. So I'll click confirm delete. And now it's deleted, and now that space is open back up on your drive for you to use. So I guess that's the end. All right.